All right, guys, as promised, we're gonna go over a meal prep here. This is for my training day tomorrow. Here's the macro layout here from my coach. You can see meal 1 through 4 are all the same. So they're gonna be 50 protein, 80 carbs, 24 fat. This meal 5, you guys aren't gonna see that prep today. That's just something I make instantly post-workout. I'll explain that in a little bit here. Meal 6, you can see it's very similar to the first 4 meals, just a little extra fat in there. So over here, we already made this rice. So what I did, I took that serving size, divided by the total carbs, because that's what we're using rice for. So we did 45 divided by 35, multiply it by 80 first, because that's what I need for 1 meal. And then since I'm gonna use rice for all my meals, we weighed out 514 dry. So that's the dry measurement for my rice that we went ahead and prepared already ahead of time, so you guys don't have to watch a long video of rice cooking. So now what we're gonna do, since that rice is finished and cooked, guys, the other thing, get yourself a wife that's gonna prep your food for you. Then all you have to do is hand her the macros, send her my videos, and your food will be ready. So we got this cooked rice going. We're just gonna, weigh that out. All right, so we got this number here, 1382, okay? Like I said before, this was for 5 meals. So we're gonna punch in 1382, and we're gonna divide that by 5. This 276, that's how much I need per meal for those 5 meals. This rice is still pretty hot. You can see it steaming here. So as you start pulling rice out, it's gonna lose weight. So what we do, we just shave off a little bit. We'll probably weigh it out to 270 or so. So we're gonna do that for all 5 meals. While she's doing that, next thing we're gonna work on is this protein right over here. So this is 99.1 ground turkey. This is my preferred choice of protein for whether it's competition prep or just off season. This is a protein that sits well in my stomach. It's one that I utilize most. We can see this serving size of 112, and we got a total protein of 28 grams. Same thing as before, guys. We're gonna take that 112, divide by 28. Now I'm gonna make 4 meals worth of this protein, and they're all gonna be at 50 grams of protein per meal. So that, I know I said I made 5, that 5th one is actually gonna be beef. I like to have beef in the morning. So we'll multiply this by 50. And we need 4 meals of the turkey. Comes out to 800 grams. That is our raw weight. We're gonna weigh that raw. We're gonna cook it. Once it's cooked, we're gonna re-weigh it and distribute it, just like we're doing with the rice right here. So again, since we value your guys' time, we love you. We already cooked the turkey. So now you're gonna see the back half of that process here. Throw a bowl on there, zero it out. just gonna put all that cooked turkey into that bowl there. $5.42. That's our total cooked weight for 4 meals. I think you guys are catching on now, but we're gonna take that $5.42 and we're gonna divide by 4. That gives us 135.5. So we zero out each meal each time, and we are gonna distribute 135 into those meals. See that accuracy? We get 135. That's what we like. We do that for each meal here. So while Amanda finishes that up, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna focus on that last macro there, which is our fat. My preferred choice of fat, I use these Brazil nuts here, and I like to throw some walnuts in as well. So you can see this is actually nice because the math is the same. So you got 30 serving size on the Brazil, 30 serving size on the walnuts, 20 grams of fat total, 20 grams of fat total. Guys, again, you don't have to count those carbs. We don't count those trace macros. If that macro, if those carbs were, 10 or 12, maybe we would start considering it, but still, even then, we're using these for fat. So we'll come here to this calculator, 30 divided by 20, 1.5. Come back to the macros that your coach provided for you. We got 24 grams of fat. $1.5 times 24. So we need 36 grams raw weight of the Brazil nuts or the walnuts. I like to mix them. I do a blend of them. Zero out your container. There it is, 36. So that's gonna go in this meal here. We're gonna do that for each meal. You'll notice my last meal here, we do 32 fat. So if we wanna do that calculation again, I don't mean to be redundant, but some of you guys need it. We're gonna multiply that by 32. So 48 is our raw weight. So that will go in our last meal over here, which is my last meal of the day. That's my second post-workout. And when I say second post-workout, we got this instant post-workout meal here. And what we do, once I get home from the gym, I use Rice Chex cereal. That's what was recommended to me by my coach, Skip Hill. You guys might know him. So we use that Rice Chex cereal. I get 80 grams of carbs from that. And we use a protein powder as a milk substitute. So, we'll mix up our protein, we'll pour it over the cereal, and we'll just eat it like, normal children's cereal. So that's what we do there. You guys will enjoy that if you use that meal post-workout. It's something that will, knock out those sweet cravings and things like that. So, okay, so we're back over here. This meal, we aren't gonna count the fat in the beef. So we're just gonna weigh out another 24 grams of fat, 24 grams raw, right? So 30 divided by 20 times 24 is 36. So once we do that, now we're gonna prep the beef for that first meal. What we'll do, take that serving size, 112, divided by that total protein, which is 23. Gives you this number here. Like I've said in the previous video, just leave that number in the calculator. You don't have to worry about rounding anything just yet. And we need 50 grams of protein. So that comes out to about 243. So we're gonna leave it 243. And we're gonna do 2 meals of that, guys. So I'm gonna cook Monday and Tuesday. So we'll multiply by 2. 486.9. So we'll get right around 486, 487. It's not a huge deal to me. So we're gonna weigh that out right now. Now guys, we don't do this every night. So what we do is we will prep our proteins 2-3 days in advance. So this is worth 2 meals here. So I'm gonna pre-make this meal here, and then I'm gonna put the rest in the fridge so that I can have it tomorrow morning. What I'll do tomorrow night is I will prep my carbs, and then I will distribute the proteins that I already have pre-cooked. So then we're not doing this process every night. I only like to cook food, you know, about 3 days is my maximum that I'll cook in advance. I think after that, the protein starts to taste weird. I want my food to taste good if you're eating this volume of food. So you can see over here, we got this pre-cooked turkey here. So that's gonna be for tomorrow as well. There's 4 meals in here. So tomorrow, I'll take it out of the fridge, throw it in a bowl, weigh it, divide it by 4, and I will make the rice fresh for that. Guys, this is all it is here. I hope this is helpful. I know a lot of you had questions about what we do to make our life easier. This is what we do. Like I said, every week, same thing. We stay consistent, and it just makes everything easier that way. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helps. Talk to you later.